towards the end of that innings, and I think we carried it on the field as well. It's just that I think at the end of the day, I think Australia were a better side than us.
Coach, of course, batting first. I mean, the captain also told the toss that they want to enjoy the game. They want to play a free cricket. So just wanted to know that the approach in the first 10 overs. India was 70 odd for one, I think, in the first 10 overs. So do you think that in the power play also we could have upped the ante a little bit?
Having said that, I think I personally feel that we batted well throughout the 20 overs. Yes, we could have had, I mean, every time you lose a game, you would want 10-15 runs more in the pocket. But I guess that wasn't the case. Of course, the power play didn't really go our way. It could have gone maybe 10-15 runs more at that time. Maybe that could have been the difference. But having said that, we hadn't lost any wicket then. So we were in total control of things. But as I said, I think Australia chased it down really well. They were also 3 wickets down, mind you.
Hi Amol,
Hi.
how do you sum up the campaign? You all had come here with the England tour, of course, and this campaign, the perfect game just didn't come. There was 5 matches, 5 different pace combinations, a bit of stutter. What did not click for the team from your perspective?
I think we really have to rethink our strategy or our T20 game. We really need to put our heads around what combination we are going to play, also it didn't help Sri Lanka not being there. Sri Lanka was probably one of our strikers, so it didn't help her missing out on half of the tournament. We really missed her in this game today. I think she would have made a difference on that pitch and on this ground.
Yeah.
Is that rethink that you think you need to be more aggressive?
Sorry, say that again.
Is that rethink that you said you need to do, that you need to be more aggressive with the bat?
With the bat, I think we have been, batting with a lot of intent. We have been positive in our thinking. We have been thinking about 4s and 6s. As modern day cricket is all about, I guess T20 cricket is all about 4s and 6s, so we have been thinking, and we have been playing in that fashion for sure. It's just that I think our bowling also needs to up the ante a little bit. We've been I don't think our bowling or our fielding helped the cause. To be very honest. So I guess we need to really go back and think how we're going to approach the T20 game, and also be in that positive frame of mind.
Do you expect Harman to remain as captain?
Sorry, say that?
Do you expect Harmanpreet to remain as captain?
It's up to the selectors to decide the captain. I think yes. My short and sweet answer would be yes.
Hi, Coach. Harman was saying just now at the presentation that the team needs to rethink a couple of things, especially taking on the bigger teams in this tournament. Looking back at the last T20 World Cup also, when the losses against New Zealand and Australia couldn't help stopped you from making the knockouts. What do you think has been lacking to cross these kind of hurdles?
I think, again, if I have to pinpoint on certain things in the entire tournament, I think we really need to think about our bowling and our fielding. We also need to be a little aggressive with the bat, and we could have maybe 15-20 runs as cushion. But having said that, if you look at our bowling attack, it's been very inexperienced as far as international cricket is concerned. So I've said this before in the previous press conference that give us 18 months, and this attack will be a different one.
Could you just explain the thought process behind retiring Jimmy Rodriguez at the end of the batting innings?
Sorry, could you say that again, please?
Could you just explain the thought process that went into retiring Jimmy Rodriguez at the end of the batting innings?
I didn't understand.
Could you not hear me? Sorry. Could you just explain the thought process to retiring Jimmy Rodriguez at the end of the batting innings?
Retire, okay. Well, we had Richa Ghosh in the dugout, and we wanted Richa to go out, and I thought that was a call needed to be taken at that time, and we just took it. It was the last over. We had Richa in the dugout. I think it was best for her to go out there and smash a few balls. But she ended up facing only one ball. But so be it. That was the nature of the game, and at that time we felt that was the right call.
Okay, we'll take last couple.
Did you consider making that change earlier, with 3-4 overs to go rather than just in the final over?
It really didn't strike me at that time. I thought Jamie is a clutch player for us. Jamie and Harman, both of them were going really strong. In the last 2 overs, I felt that Jamie couldn't penetrate that field, and that's why that call was taken.
In a couple of weeks' time, you'll be back here at Lord's playing in a test match. What does the next 2 weeks look like for you and the team?
You said home. I'm glad that you said England is our home. So we'll be staying back for the test match. And I think next 2 weeks, there will be a lot of deliberations. There'll be a lot of chat around as well. How we're going to approach the test match. We've been talking about it before we set off to England for this World Cup and the series before. We always spoke about the test match at Lord's. That was the highlight of the tour, and it remains so. So I guess there will be a lot of prep going on for the test match to come.
Hi, Coach. I think a milestone that is likely to be buried given the result. Deepti Sharma, who has been such a great servant of the team for the longest time, she became the highest wicket taker across all 3 formats, international cricket, surpassing Jhulan Goswami, also somebody who is expected to do well, or at least play an important part in the test match. Your thoughts on Deepti and the kind of tournament she had, and of course, a few thoughts on Sri Charani.
Look, I mean, Sri Charani has to go to the number 1 bowler in the chart, and she's what, I guess, exact 14 months into international cricket, nothing more than that. So I think it just speaks volume about how she has approached, as she has taken international cricket in her stride. I think it's a phenomenal achievement to become the number 1 bowler. Also about Deepti Sharma, she has been a top servant of Indian cricket, and she remains so. She was one of our go-to players. We always look up to Deepti in crunch situation. We always look up to her, whether it is with the bat or the ball. So I guess she has had a good tournament. And she's one of the senior players, and looking forward for her exploits in the test match here at Lord's.
Coach, you always talk about giving this inexperienced bowling attack some time. So in a must-win game like this, I mean, coming into this game against this experienced Australian batting lineup, was it always a challenge for this bowling lineup to contain this Australian batting lineup?
We always talk in our meetings about picking up wickets, whether any format of the game, whether it is T20, 50 over or test match cricket. It's all about picking up wickets when you're on the field. Yeah, I mean, containment is never a line that we use. We always think about picking up wickets in the dressing room, and I think that will be the mode of operation going forward as well. We keep thinking wickets when the ball is in our hand, and we keep thinking about fours and sixers in the T20 format with the bat in our hand.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.